This is the St. Johns County Real Estate Auction Report brought to you by Vanta Quality Assets. You can find us at vantallc.com. Investors welcome. Now, let's go to court. And at the courthouse steps, we have this property, that 340 Sparrow Branch Circle, that did not sell. Look at the reserve, 489. The plaintiff total was 440. What are they thinking? Anyway, that is what happened. High bid was 100. Of course, went back to the bank, and the property did not sell. Next property. Oh, by the way, let me show you. Let me get you. Okay, here you have 340 Sparrow Branch Circle. Next property. By the way, nothing is sold in this particular auction. The reserves were either too high or there were cancellations. Anyway, CA 1001, you have a property called 92 Oneida Street in St. Augustine, and this had no reserve. There was some bidding. Basically went back to the bank at 58,000. Next property. As you notice, the reserve was also quite high. This is the property here, 5255 Cypress Links Boulevard, and it went back to the bank. Next property canceled, but I'll show you the property anyway. 2520 West Caprina Drive, very nice area too. It did cancel. We're going to look forward to seeing that in future auctions. Next property, 1434 Riva del Garda Way, and that property did not sell. We couldn't get the judgment, so we only got list pendings on that one, but that's all right. Didn't sell anyway. The reserve was 280, much higher than the Zestimate amount, which sometimes they are accurate, sometimes not. This property here, 661 Lake Stone Circle, did basically cancel. Did not sell, of course. Canceled. The other one that canceled was this property at 848 Millstream Road. Again, I'm going to look forward to seeing these in future auctions and try and bid on those. This particular property, 253 Syra Way. Let's see, it's right here. Right here. Okay. Went back to the bank. Reserve was 83,000. Plaintiff total was 203 though, and I have to say, it was below the Pro Max, but there must have been. We didn't do our due diligence on this property, so it must have been some liens on it or whatever. No one bid. Of course, we do not bid if we don't do the due diligence. And next property. Besides, that property was not something that we wanted. Next property, $100 went back to the bank. Okay, reserve was 118,000. Again, 568 Deerfield Road, St. Augustine. You can look that up. Next property, 4480 Sartillo Road, and that's right here. This particular property, the reserve was 112. Plaintiff total was 172. Bank got still was a bit high on this one because the estimate was 92,000. I would say that's a pretty fair estimate for the house itself. Again, we didn't do too much due diligence on this one because we were not interested in it. It's not our price range. This property canceled, but I'll show it to you anyway. We're looking forward to seeing that in the future as well. 509 Tupelo Trace. And that's all she wrote when it comes to the auction. And in other news, home builder confidence rebounds near 9-year high. There's a reason for this. This is taken, by the way, from MarketWatch.com. As you can see, 2009 low was here, kind of bounced off again on mid 2011, and right about here's when we started buying properties. And again, look at this, pretty high. Actually, it's at its highest since, well, our face is there, but 2006. Very interesting. Why is this? Why is this? Why am I showing you this chart? Let's look at Toll Brothers. Toll Brothers is a home builder. This is a 1-year chart, thanks to bigcharts.com. As you can see, Toll Brothers is what's called a downward flag, okay, or channel, down-facing channel, but it's at the top of the down-facing channel. If it breaches this down-facing channel, we technically speaking, gonna see higher prices as far as Toll Brothers stock is concerned, as far as sentiment is concerned, as far as housing sentiment and so forth. Here's a 3-year chart of Toll Brothers, just to give you an understanding of what's going on, a little bigger perspective, a little larger perspective, if you will. It is within a channel, though, still within the channel, still kind of in the middle of this particular channel that started way back in, I would say, mid 2012. So that's this particular stock, but it's a home builder nonetheless. So we're still within the channel. So even if the price goes up for Toll Brothers and things look good, still within the channel until it breaches the 39 level. Now let's look at the Philadelphia Housing Index. This is a 6-month chart. It has actually just skyrocketed since mid-October, and it just keeps going up, which is good for real estate investments and so forth. Now a larger perspective, or here's a 3-year chart of the housing index, and it's still, Philadelphia Housing Index, still within the top of the channel here. And you can see what I mean by channel is that there's a top line that's formed and a bottom line, which, you know, conservatively would be in the 170 level, and the top line would be at 210. Now if it breaches 210, well, technically speaking, we can go much higher. And why all of this? Well, let's look at the 5-year chart of the 30-year fixed mortgage rate. It's actually turning down again, the fixed mortgage rate. Let's look at a 6-month chart of this. It was going up a little bit, turning down, but again, a 5-year chart is still within a well, actually it breached the triangle or flag pattern here, okay, and actually touched the bottom level of this flag pattern, which, say, is around 4.11%. Okay, just touched it, just slightly touched it. 4.05. Now it's going down again. And here's the 6-month chart showing me that. Okay, this is the actual line that I was talking about. It's called now a resistance line. It was a support line, now it's a resistance line, technically speaking, and it looks like the interest rates are going down again. Now, Investment Research Dynamics actually shows this chart. Just wanted to show you this. It is very important to note that here's January 1, 2008, January 1, 2011, right about 2009. Remember, the QE started, TARF, all these, you know, Operation Twist, the whole 9 yards, all this money printing. The S&P 500 kept going up, okay? And just to let you know, and that's what was going on after QE. We're still in the QE cycle. Now they have something called currency swaps. We have Abenomics and Japan basically trashing their currency in what is known today as a currency war, and also the buzzword financial repression is thrown about in the economic arena, if you will. So something to think about. Just wanted to mention that and show that to you. And until next time, remember, bid well, no fear, and please take your hats off. It's court. I thank you.